Hello debutantes, it is June already and obviously it is summertime, which doesn't mean a whole lot for me these days seeing as my kids are all grown, but back when my kids were little we had the best summers, and I wanted to share with you today some of the things that I did to create summer fun and things to do over the summer. We were very fortunate to have a group of moms. I think there were like 4 or 5 of us, and 4 of our husbands all worked for the same company. So that worked out really well. And every summer, I want to say for like 2 or 3 summers, I would put together a summer activity calendar. And I loved doing this. It was so much fun. And then the kids always knew what was coming, what was happening. So I thought I would go ahead and tell you how I went about putting this calendar together. Now, I searched high and low in all of my keepsake boxes to try to find a copy of our old summer calendar. I know I have one somewhere because I put so much work into this thing, I would not have gotten rid of it. But I could not find one to show you, so I'm just going to have to tell you what I did. So the first thing I did was I kind of grouped my friends together. Now, you do not have to have a big group of friends to put a summer activity calendar together. It just really worked well for us because all of our kids, when they all got together, everyone had someone to kind of buddy up with. So once I kind of put my idea out there for the other moms, they were like, sure, go ahead. You go ahead and create that summer activity calendar. So that's what I did. So basically you need a blank calendar or any calendar that you can write in. Now with the internet and Pinterest and all of these fabulous things, this will be much easier to come up with. I just kind of knew what was around the area, what was available, the library, different things to figure out what was going on. So what I did was one day a week, we had one activity that was completely free. Now that was like a library reading, the fountains. We have these wonderful fountains in downtown West Palm, and the library used to back up to these fountains. So of course that would be a free day. So you can think of any activities that might be free. Sometimes zoos have free days, museums have free days. It could be a craft day at your house. It could be a pool day at someone else's house. And then the other day, we planned 2 days a week. The other day was a pay activity, like Lion Country Safari, like Rapids Water Park, like the zoo, anything like that. And because we had so many people, we would usually get a group rate. So I would call around to the different places and ask, do you have a group rate? How many kids do you need for that rate? So I would write all of that on the calendar, and then I would ask one mom to be in charge of that particular day, because for one person to take the money, get organized, to be the contact point for those particular days would have been too much. So I always asked one mom to take one activity, and that seemed to work really, really well for us. So the best thing to do is kind of write out all the different activities, and then sometimes we had a backup, sometimes we didn't have a backup. If it was raining and it was an outdoor activity, that day would just get canceled. But this way the kids always knew what was coming up. I think we did ours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so they would know every Tuesday it would be the fountains, it would be the park, it would be the day at a friend's house, and then on Thursdays we would do the dollar movies, we would do the zoo, any of those type of pay activities. And you can get really creative with this, especially with Pinterest and all of those different resources out there. I wish I had Pinterest back when my kids were little. I would have been like super mom. Anyway, so that was the easiest way that we came up with of creating these activities, so the kids would know what was coming. They wouldn't have time to say, well, I'm bored, I'm this, because they knew on these 2 days a week, those were the activity days. And then the other 3 days, or for like a basic school week, we would do something else on our own, or we could have play dates. So guys, I just wanted to share with you how I created a summer activities calendar. I really wish I had one to show you. I used to print up a blank calendar, like it would say July, and it had all these fun things, and the kids could color that in if they wanted. So after I left this part out, after I had created this calendar, I obviously made photocopies for all of the little groups that we were involved in, and that's how we had our summers. So I hope you create a summer activities calendar. If you have any questions, if I seem to be rambling, just ask them down below and I will do my very best to answer them. And one way I'm going to help you out with your summer activities is I am planning a kids craft day. Once a week I'm going to post a video of an easy craft that you and your kids can do either together or they can do by themselves. So look forward to those videos. Thumbs it up if you like that idea. I want to thank all of you for watching, and hi to all of my new subscribers. My subscribers have just been going through the roof the last month. So hi everyone, glad to have you, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.